Dare to play.
Nancy, you made it. Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination is 171943.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say you're doing due diligence for a new investor. I'll back you up if anyone asks. But full access to the lab? No. It's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything, I might have a problem on my hands.
All right. I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want, but I think I know where you should start. Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind Nico's murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built the machine that killed him, and supposedly she'd threatened him. Start there. I've got to leave the office. If you need me, I'll be on my phone. Good luck. Stay safe, and please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
It looks like it's missing the opening mechanism. I need to find a way to fix this. This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file. It's locked. I need a card to get in the lab.
If it looks like I'm busy, that means I'm busy.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
Did you work directly with Nico?
No one worked with Nico. We barely spoke to each other. That's the way he liked it. He practically lived in the lab. If he wanted to look at my work, he'd just root around in my hard drive.
So he'd come in here when you were gone?
No, he'd use the network.
He'd just snoop in your files? That seems kind of annoying.
Not kind of. Entirely. It's unethical, and it allowed him to steal.
What do you remember about the day Nico died?
More than I'd care to.
I imagine. Did anything stick out?
Yes, the police. It was weird. One of us killed Nico, and here they were, talking about a basketball game, like it was any other day.
What else do you remember?
I remember Ryan. They took her out in cuffs. She came back the next day. Never said a word about what happened.
You mentioned Nico stealing your work. Can you prove that?
No.
You must be pretty upset about that.
Say what you really want to say.
Did the police know your feelings about Nico?
What a peculiar question.
Do you have a peculiar answer?
I do in fact have a peculiar answer. I actually told the police the truth. A more interesting question is, how is Ryan still a free woman?
Why shouldn't she be?
In this case, the smoking gun is a miswired Tesla coil that she built.
Did you dislike Nico?
Very much so.
Would you go as far as to say you hated Nico?
I would go that far, and further. That guy was a jerk.
That seems a little disrespectful, considering...
Does it? Am I supposed to pretend he's great now that he's dead? Lots of jerks have died, and he's one of them. He's a dead, brilliant, jerk madman. The world would be much better off if he'd lived to share more of his intellect. But I selfishly am glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
It seems strange to me that you could be so blasé about a murder.
I deal with things on my own time. But if you are desperate to watch someone cry, Ellie's always available.
What's so special about Tesla?
If you have to ask that, you haven't done your research.
I mean, to you, what brought you here?
The work. I turned down Los Alamos in a tenure-track position to be here. Most people don't know this, but the majority of Tesla's work was confiscated by the FBI.
Why?
Could be he was designing weapons. Could be he had a breakthrough that threatened the energy magnates. Don't know. It's all been hidden. What matters is, there's a little bit still here. I always suspected Nico had some squirreled away, and I'd be able to find it. But either he didn't, or I couldn't.
You said you were searching for Nico's work. Did you ever look in Nico's personal things?
Of course I looked.
I'd better get going.
See you later. What are you doing?
I'm so sorry about that. Are we cool?
Yes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most doors.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. I had a whole argument prepared about labs and the risks of working with machinery and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it. I'm Ryan.
What do you do at the lab?
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask why you're here. Why are you here?
I'm Nэнsi Дрю. I'm here to do due diligence for a potential new owner.
I'm sorry, I'm an adult, and there's nothing funny about what you just said. Whoa, wait! Back to the information. We're getting a new owner?
Maybe, but first I need to ask some intrusive questions.
Oh.
I know you've gotten enough of this, I really do, but it's my job.
I've done worse things for my job.
Like what?
I build tools. They're not always used in a good way.
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you about it if I wanted to. Confidentiality.
Goodbye.
Later.
This could help getting into the lab.
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you, we've been having a lot of outages lately.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent. Don't worry about it, though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on sleep. All right. Gotta run.
Okay, what's that? Ah, come on. Ow, my toe. Ooh.